Good morning, welcome in and welcome back to the channel. This is Miss Tarot and we have another week ahead bite-sized tarot reading for you today. And if you are new to the channel, this is a week ahead reading that I post on Sundays, although this reading is timeless, so whenever you need to see it is when you need to hear it. But this is something that we do on a weekly basis here where we can take a look at some opportunities, current energies coming in for the week, and get some advice from the spirit guides and the universe and whoever. We just let whatever comes through comes through. So in front of you, we are going to use the Tarot of Dreams today. And for our oracle card with our main energy, our focus for the week, we are going to use the Angel Number Messages Oracle deck. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to use this one first. We have 888. All right. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. Well, that's a beautiful energy for the week. And we have the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups. Okay, so we got some emotional energy going on here. The Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups at the center, and we have the Devil card. Okay, well, there's a couple interpretations that I can go through here, and since this is a bite size, please just take what resonates and ignore the rest. But the first thing I thought of for some of you is that this might have to do with a significant relationship that is wearing you down. This is something that you were pretty hopeful for, that was going to, bring you a lot of happiness and joy, and maybe that's how it started out, but it's starting to kind of reveal itself for its true nature, and maybe you've been in it for a little while and you feel like you are stuck. The Queen of Cups here is somebody who's been through it. Okay, she's come out the other side and she is better for it. She is somebody who is very calm, very collected, very in tune with her thoughts. And I think that's the energy that you are meant to embody this week, especially because we're kind of surrounded by a little bit of issues minus the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is usually significant in terms of relationship. It can also be choice, but I'm mainly focusing on the Devil card and the Eight of Swords card here, because there's a double energy here of you feeling stuck or trapped, or you can't see your way out of this situation, and it's causing you to feel just, obviously really stuck, obviously, but at the same time, it's kind of an illusion. And the Abundance card is here to kind of remind you that you are only stuck if you choose to be, right? In the traditional tarot deck, when you look at the Eight of Swords, it's a woman surrounded by swords with a blindfold on. The swords are kind of scattered around her. She can easily take off the blindfold and walk through those swords. She is not trapped. It's all in her head. And the same thing with the Devil card here. The Devil card kind of speaks to things that hold us back, to keep us kind of chained. And I do think in this particular scenario, it is you that is holding yourself back. And maybe it's because you have not quite woken up to the fact that whatever this relationship is no longer serving you, and you have the right to be abundant and create a place for yourself where you have everything you want. So if this particular relationship is not serving you, this is kind of the sign for you to give yourself a deep think about it and possibly consider moving the heck on. Okay. But in another scenario, this also could mean, come in terms of like a passion. So possibly a career or something that you have been pursuing right now, that means something to you, that you have a deep connection and relationship with. So that could be, your work, your work career, or that could be a particular hobby or a new something that you're trying to start and pursue, that you are feeling really down in the dumps about. Like maybe it's not coming off the ground, maybe it's not successful right now, maybe you're experiencing a lot of stress at this current job, maybe there's some people who aren't very nice to you, and you're really kind of sinking down into the dumps about whether or not you should be here. And like I said, this same scenario for you, it's all in your mind. You are letting the energy of those around you control your thoughts, and don't give them power. You know what I'm saying? Do not let others influence your own spirit. Do not let anybody affect your mood or your judgments or anything. You, the Queen of Cups here, you know what you need to do to keep yourself happy. You know what you are doing in terms of what is right and wrong. You are not going to play into their scenarios. You are not going to give them that power over you. And that's kind of just a reminder for you this week, is that you are a powerful individual, and all this swirling stuff around you, whether it's in a career or friend group or, kind of like a workplace environment or could be really anything where you're around others. If there's a lot of negativity swirling around you and it's starting to drag you down, and you're starting to feel like this maybe isn't the place for you, but you feel stuck because this is kind of like your passion, but you don't want to give in because it's just these people, you really love it there, so you want to stay. You really need to kind of cut those emotional ties with those people. Those kind of like, I don't know what to call them. Sometimes people call them energy vampires. And even the best of us kind of get dragged down by other people's energies, right? And especially, it wears on you if they keep continually treat you bad over and over and over again. But just realize that you are this beautiful, harmonious person who knows what is best for them. You don't need to play into their games, and you are not stuck in this scenario, okay? That, as for how to get out of that scenario, it really is going to have to do with you remaining more in the Queen of Cups energy, where you are going to be very calm, very emotionally stable, being the better person, and not playing into their little games that kind of try and pull you into their dynamic and make you as miserable as they are. Okay, so just be watchful for that this week. Those are 2 scenarios for you. I think I'll probably split those up and put them like in the description down below with timestamps, because yeah, if part 1 doesn't resonate with you, part 2 might. So I don't know why I'm mentioning it this at the end. So because if you are watching this at the end, you probably whipped right through it. So wow, okay, never mind. That is all the messages I have for you today. Now I can go have my coffee and try and get this Mercury retrograde. I'm a Gemini, so sometimes this Mercury retrograde really affects my thoughts and my communication patterns. So I apologize if this was a little bit jumbled. I tried to be very concise. So those are all the messages I have for you today. Stay tuned this week. I am coming out with a little bit different of a reading where I am going to try and get some messages from loved ones that have passed on, that want to see if they can push messages through to you. This is not going to be your spirit guides. These are going to be people that you actually knew. We're going to try and do that. And if it works out, fantastic. I've only done a couple of these before, and they're very draining. So I only do them every once in a while. But that now is everything I have for you. Just stay tuned for that coming out later this week. I usually upload on every other Wednesday and every Sunday. So thank you so much for being here. Sorry about the spiel. If this reading resonated with you and you want to see more, definitely consider subscribing to the channel, and also leaving a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, where you're from, what you're doing, where you guys are in your lives. It's amazing to hear. So if you've stayed here this long, please go ahead and do that. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate all of you for always being here and always having my back. You're the best. Thanks so much. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.